Okay, here, this is Lord Potato, and this is what if Naruto was a reincarnation of three manipulators? Now, before I continue on with this what if, first of all, I want to mention something. I know this is a new what if, and I said I was going to bring back some old what ifs so I can finish them, but I won't be able to have that much time today since today I'm going to have to go take a test at school. It's going to take so many hours because my dumbass still doesn't know the fucking like working system of the book, and it's gonna just take me years. But not the point. I should be studying, but I'm a dumbass, and oh yeah. I'm just gonna not try to guess. Use common sense, kinda, but not the point. First of all, so yeah, that's all I want to mention. I also want to mention that I did a what if that kind of had what's it called? Well, mostly a what if of three reincarnations before. Mostly it was a one shot that was called What If, I think, wait. So yeah, it was a one shot like about a year ago. So yeah, a year ago that I made What If Naruto was a reincarnation of Sukuna, Madara, and Aizen. Only a one shot. Of course, it was, yeah, last year and all that. Wait. Sorry about that pause. It's just, I think I had something in my eye and it was just pissing me off because I wouldn't be able to open it that much. But not the point. This was a one shot about, like, yeah, a year ago and all that. It's 2022, right? Today. Wait, yeah. So yeah, it's a one shot. I wanted to bring back this what if. I was thinking of bringing it back. But Sukuna's not kind of a manipulator, so whatever. So instead, I'm going to be doing this what if. Doing this what if. So this is what if Naruto was the reincarnation of three manipulators. But yeah. Now, when I mean by manipulators, I mean like people who like manipulate others to kind of do its work. Think of it like Madara or Aizen. And yes, Majin Park is one of those manipulators because he manipulated the entire fucking world to believe he was a good person. Legit, if you haven't read the webtoon, then shit, you're in a loss. But I'm going to do a quick explainment of all three of them because you should already know this. Madara, he's from Naruto. He's basically a manipulator to manipulate Obito. Obito manipulate Pain, and you get the fucking point, right? I'm not gonna go into mostly basic of those fucking things, because this is a Naruto what if, and you should already fucking know about the whole system of Madara manipulating Obito. Then there's Aizen. Aizen manipulated everyone in the Soul Society, believing he was good, but really he betrayed everyone after getting the kind of Hokage from Rukia, and you get the point. Just going into, well, what's it called, the Wakamundo, manipulating all the Spartas, believing he was a good person, or mostly a leader, and good leader, or whatever, and then betraying them all and trying to take over the whole fucking society world, basically trying to take out the Soul King and become the Soul King. So you get the point. Majin Park is a little bit different. Majin Park manipulated kind of Morty Jim to believe he was a good person. Kinda. To believe that he was going to rescue Morty Jim's grandfather. Really, he just did somewhat. But really, his whole entire goal was to kind of make the human race evolve to being stronger than gods by, well, betraying both Morty Jim and his grandfather by killing his grandfather. Of course, he did manage to manipulate the whole world, being he was a good person, becoming the president, then kind of managing to manipulate the world to kind of making this powerful device, a weapon for him to become God, and yada yada. He managed to become God. He wanted to destroy the human race because of a lot of other things. But yeah. So, there's my explainments. Shut the fuck up and let me begin. Now, before I go on, I also want to just stress this out. A manipulator is a person that will manipulate your emotions, meaning if you're in a desperate situation, they're sometimes going to be a little bit nice. Because, okay, I'm only explaining this because this is pissing me off. I remember doing the Aizen what if, or what if Naruto was a reincarnation of Aizen, and they asked why Naruto's being so nice. Motherfucker, Aizen's a manipulator. He was nice in the beginning because he wanted to manipulate people's emotions. Manipulators can go in different directions. Their emotions, blah, 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 blah. You get the point, right? But not the point. I also wanted to put Doflamingo. I should have put Doflamingo here. He is kind of a manipulator. Never mind. But he's a manipulator of puppets. Never mind. But of course, not the point. Let me begin into this what if and let me shut the fuck up. But yeah. Now, let me begin into this what if. Yes. So, we begin into Naruto. Well, let me first. I'm not going to the story, never mind. We can begin into Naruto as well. A kind of 4-year-old Naruto. Now, this 4-year-old Naruto has been beaten up, even though he was only 4 years. He was beaten up, attacked, just beaten up brutally. Of course, we go into a 6-year-old Naruto instead. This 6-year-old Naruto has some, what's it called, bandages that's covering up his legs. Of course, his arm is also bandaged up. And this is where his right eye is kind of bruised. And that's why he has an eye patch right now. This is where, well, it's just kind of a black eye patch. This is where, well, he has, like, what's it called, these bandages around his face and all that has, like, cut marks and all that. So, of course, he has bandages. He looks to be all ruffled up. Of course, he has shorts, but they seem to be, like, really torn up. Of course, he has a shirt, but it looks like a sword went through it and cut him. Of course, well, he also has what's it called, multiple wounds on his back. But of course, you can see them because of the wounded shirt that he's wearing. Of course, where his hair looks to be dirty, and of course, seems to be brown a little bit, but this just looks like to be dirt. But of course, where he's all ragged up, his eyes seem to be a color of, well, just blue. And of course, well, he seems to be really sad. This is only a 6-year-old Naruto, but people have beaten him up so brutally that he looks like he just got out of war. Which is not entirely wrong. Now, of course, Naruto doesn't know why people do this to him. He's only 6 years old, but he managed to learn a little bit of how the world kind of works. Of course, this is where Hiruzen always ignores Naruto's problems, like original canon and a bunch of other shit. But of course, this is where Hiruzen only gets towards to see Naruto once a time, not on his birthday technically, mostly after his birthday, just to see if he's okay. Now, of course, Hiruzen is just ignoring mostly the responsibility to take care of Naruto. So yeah, of course, Hiruzen just does that. So of course, just once a time to see Naruto give him money and say, here you go for rent or whatever, and yada yada. And also bring some spoiled milk and fucking ramen. Now, of course, Naruto, he eats the couple of ramen noodles that he gets. Now, of course, he also meets Taiuchi, but Taiuchi kind of charges him a lot for buying some ramen. Now, of course, other places will only like serve him some cheap ass stuff, trash or whatever. So of course they pretty much screw him over. Now Taiuchi, the reason why he's kind of charging Naruto is, well, Naruto doesn't really know how to spend his money that much. That's just because, yeah. And of course Taiuchi thought that this would be a good idea to just take the money, because even though he doesn't hate Naruto, he technically doesn't want what's it called, Naruto to ruin his business. Because, yes, Demon Rat. So, of course, we go into Naruto right now, just getting out of kind of the hospital. Of course, Naruto's weakened, and of course, he's barely able to walk. He doesn't even wear sandals. He's wearing right now like nothing. On his feet is just his plain feet. His plain feet also has some bandages on, but yeah. This is where, Naruto is so tired of this whole village, so tired of this whole world exactly. Of course, before Naruto can even keep walking forward, it starts snowing. Yes, this is kind of in the middle of kind of Christmas somewhat, and of course, well, not in the middle, mostly it's December. It started, well, mostly in this day, it would be December, like the December the 19th, and of course, this is where it starts snowing. Naruto sees snow for the first time. Well, not the first time, a couple of times. he sees the icy coals fall down his face. And this is where, well, it freezes his face a little bit, but he doesn't care. He keeps walking. It starts pouring down, mostly, not pouring down, it starts just blitzing with so much snow after just walking a couple feet and almost close to his house. Well, kind of, he's only a couple of miles away. This is where, well, so much snow is smashing upon him, and of course, where Naruto feels his body freezing. Of course, he's trying to make it to his house, make it to his broken, like, fucked up apartment that doesn't even have water, running electricity, or anything. It doesn't have any electricity in it, any water, like either cold or hot water, nothing in it. And his apartment, his room mostly, and the other apartments, mostly whoever lives next to him doesn't actually live next to him. They actually left after him moving in when he was 4 years old. But of course, well, his apartments, inside of it, it's all fucked up. There's so many, what's it called, just graffiti and other things that says, "Go away, demon brat, go die in a pit," and other things, but yeah. Now, Hiruzen just ignores this because, yeah, every time he visits Naruto, he just ignores it mostly, but yeah. That's where, well, Naruto, he doesn't even have a blanket. He doesn't have many clothes on his name. He barely has anything. He's so poor. This is where, well, Naruto, he's getting towards his apartment, slowly but surely. The snow is making it hard. Of course, it's freezing his body because he's barely wearing anything, and yeah. Everyone is closing down because it seems like a blizzard's coming, and of course people want to just stay inside and warmth while Naruto's freezing in the cold. Hiruzen is right now with his family, being warm and nice. Naruto's freezing. Everyone in this whole village is being stay warm and kind to each other. Some people run out of light. Some people, like, their lights kind of turned off because they didn't have a good generator. So they went to their neighbors and their neighbors let them in. This is where, well, Naruto on the other hand is freezing. So very close to his house, but yet so far. Naruto says, "Am I really going to die here? If I die in the freezing cold, in the middle of the street, people would just laugh at my body. And laugh." This is where Naruto decides to just take a sharp turn and actually walk out of the village. Now, of course, when he sees the guards aren't really there because, well, they went also to just stay warm. But yeah, and of course, Naruto just decided to take out of the, what's it called? He went into the forest just because he doesn't care no more. He decides to lay next to a tree and just breathe out his last breath while the snow takes him out. This is where, well, Naruto says, "Huh, interesting. It seems like I'm gonna die. This cruel son of a bitch of a world really sucks. Humans and other things piss me off. The hierarchy really also pisses me off. The pain and suffering does piss me off also. Why is that? I guess gods were just so cruel to me. I'm going to die, am I not? If I had one wish only," Naruto said, "this wish would be to destroy the pain and suffering, to kill those who piss me off, to destroy the hierarchy from, well, people that don't even help, to destroy the gods themselves for the fact they didn't help me at all. I hate you, Kami. I hate you. Every single time I live, I just get beaten up. Why do I live any longer? I should just die, shouldn't I? That's what the great Kami is thinking, right? Then fuck you, gods!" He only heard of this cuss word once from just like this drunken bandit cussing at him saying, "Fuck you, demon brat." This is where, well, Naruto say, "Fuck you, gods! You're nothing but useless piece of yeah." This is where, well, he breathes out his last breath, and of course, ice just managed to get into his lungs now. His tiny lungs. This is where, well, his body starts freezing up. This is where, well, his eyes started becoming really dull. But one of them, his other one, is unable to be seen. And this is where, well, we go into a time skip. This is where, well, after the blizzard happened, everyone was just kind of, well, happy. Because, well, everyone felt relief. Like, there was no demon brat. They all realized one thing. The demon brat might have froze or died somewhere, which no one cares. Harusen realized that, well, Naruto's nowhere to be seen. He's thinking he might be somewhere, but yeah. Now, of course, this is where Root Ombuds are trying to find the Nine Tails, but yeah. So you just get the Nine Tails out of Naruto, but yeah. But of course, no one has seen Naruto for about 6 years in total. It seems that the demon brat is gone, but one thing is a problem. The Nine Tails is also gone. It's been 6 years. 4 years ago, the Nine Tails should have been reformed, but 6 years. 6 entire years. It was confusing. Of course, there was a great loss of power also when the Uchiha race was destroyed by Itachi, and only a couple of Uchiha were left. Of course, well, I say a couple instead of just saying two, but yeah. Sasuke's not the only one that was left alone. But yeah. That's where, well, we go into a distant, faraway place. That's where Itachi is jumping around, but Itachi felt like something grabbed onto him. This is where Itachi was right now in his, what's it called, Akatsu robe and all that, but something just grabbed onto his face, smashing him to the fucking tree, and the tree bark. This is where Itachi managed to substitute before being getting killed. This is where, well, he looked down, mostly next to him, because he realized one thing. The thing landed right next to him. This is where, well, what he sees is this person that's kind of wearing all black, somewhat, has this kind of like necklace that looks like to be like pearls, but they're brown kind of pearls and all that, being big and all that, that has a cross right there, like a goldenish cross. Of course, well, he's wearing all black and kind of has the Uchiha crest on his back. And of course, well, not just that, but also has like this black kind of like, seems to be like these black bracelets a little bit around his kind of arms a little bit. And also one on his like face to cover up like one of his eyes. And of course, well, when Itachi looks into this person's eyes, all he sees is the Manyuku Sharingan. This is where one thing he heard, Amaterasu. Itachi had to dodge. This is where Itachi dodges, lands on the ground, but had to dodge some powerful punches from this person. It seems this person is a master in taijutsu. This is where Itachi isn't going to be able to fight this person exactly. Itachi right now isn't 13. He's actually what's it called, the age of. So Itachi, he killed his clan when he was 13. Sasuke would have been 6 around there. Well, not 6, 7. And Itachi is 13, was 13. Of course, this is where, well, this Itachi is the age of being, well, 19, because it's been 6 years, or not 6 years, 5 years. So, of course, it's not 19, it's 18. He's 18, and of course, he's right now fighting against this person that's unknown to him. This person has similar, like, longish black hair, but brownish at the same time. His black hair has to be like two what's it called upper things that looks like he's like having horns, but really it's not. It's not been that long, never mind. It's just normal black hair. This where, well, it kind of has these like brownish kind of color in it, like brownish highlights. And of course, well, this person, he just turns around back to seeing Itachi, and Itachi noticed that this person is a little bit smaller than him, but of course a little bit. Itachi's height right now would be what's it called? Well, Itachi right now would look like he's 5'9". This person seems to be a little bit like 5'1", or even taller than that. Itachi can't really tell if this person's younger or taller. This person seems to just show one of his eyes. His other eye is covered up. This is where, well, Itachi then kind of like gets on guard for now, because he doesn't know how strong this person is exactly. Is he much more powerful than him? Is he less powerful? What is he exactly? But of course, well, this person, He then deactivated his red eyes and then just walked away, just turned around and walked away. Itachi was confused, saying, "Hey, where are you going? Weren't you supposed to be fighting me?" That's where the person says, "It's none of my concern. You seem to be much more weaker than I thought. Seeing from you, it looks like you're just weak from your weakness of being sick. Why would I attack a dead man who's going to die in a couple of years?" This is where Itachi says, "Kuh. I see, so you know about my weakness, but I can't let you live if you know who I am." This is where, well, this person appeared right in front of Itachi, saying, "Yes, I do know who you are. You're Itachi Uchiha, the person who has a pretty high bounty. I could easily kill you, or I can care less." This is where this person punches Itachi in the stomach. Itachi widened his eye, the speed, the power. This person didn't even have his Sharingan activated. He thought he'd kill all the Uchihas, but yet this person had the crest of the Uchiha clan on his back. And yet he had those red eyes. But one thing was for sure. The crest of the Uchiha crest on his back was actually marked out. It wasn't completely there. It was marked out. It looked like to be erased. This is where, well, Itachi's confused if this person is an Uchiha or not, or someone that was exiled. But the only person that was ever exiled in the clan was Madara Uchiha, because he left the clan. This person cannot be Madara, because he already met Madara and he's in the Akatsuki somewhat. This is where this person punches Itachi into a tree. This is where the person said one word when he was punching Itachi. Black turtle. This is where a kind of like this black whirlwind kind of smashes into Itachi when he smashes that punch into, well, Itachi's gut. So Itachi, he tries to get up, but he was unable to. He was like, "Damn it, how strong are you exactly?" That's the word. Well, this person say, "Me? Well, you can call me whatever you liked for you to call me. I am basically, well, someone of like a god. And you're nothing but a human to me. I could have easily eliminated you, human." It's where Itachi says, "A god? Please, don't kid yourself that much." This is where the person says, "Cocky human as ever." This is where, well, the person walked away. This is where Itachi says, "Wait, what's your name exactly?" This is where the person corrects, mostly turned his back away, but of course, then turns his neck, facing one of his eyes and glancing towards Itachi, saying, "The name? Well, it's a forgotten name in the Leaf Village. And I guess they really did forget about the four Hokages kind of saving the Leaf Village." What are you talking about? Four Hokage? What are you? What are you, connected to the four Hokage? You can say that, but I regret to ever be connected to that bastard. A man who claims to save the village from the Nine Tails, yet such a worthless scum like him didn't save entirely everyone from the Leaf. Well, mostly entire everyone in the Leaf Village. Just died after, not giving out anything. Pathetic scum like him should just rot in hell where he belongs. That's where, well, Itachi says, "Who are you exactly? You still haven't given me a straight answer. Who are you and what do you want?" Itachi Uchiha. "I didn't want to do this, but I guess you gave me no choice." This person pulls out a sword. That's where, well, this person says, "Bankai Apollyon Kyokyo Sugetsu." This is where, well, Itachi says, "What are you talking about?" This is where, well, this person sheaves his sword back, and this is where he swings the air once with only two fingers, like, behind him. He turns behind, swings a hand, mostly his fingers, that was right now his left hand, swings it once in the air, and of course then turns back around to walk away from Itachi. Itachi says, "Wait, you still haven't answered my..." This is where a huge slash appears. Right, well, what's it called? A huge slash to his torso appears. Mostly it was what's it called, parallel, but yeah. This is where, oh, Itachi goes, "Damn it." He falls down to the ground. This person says, "Pathetic human like you should stay down. And even worse to be an Uchiha." This is where, well, this person walks away. Very slow, but of course walks away either way. He looks to be going fast, but looks to just be going as a normal distance civilian walk through the forest. But yeah, Itachi's on the ground. Ow. This is where, well, someone came up upon Itachi. It was none other than his teammate. His teammate, Kisame, one of the 7 swordsmen. Kisame says, Itachi, what are you doing? Why are you laying on the floor? This is where Itachi tried to get a plane. It's none of your business. Kisame. Kisame says, huh, who did that to you anyway? Aren't you supposed to be Itachi, the master of the Sharingan? Yet, you're here kind of hurt. Huh, someone managed to even give you such a badly wound. I wonder who did that to you. Don't know. He didn't give me a straight answer. Itachi tried to get up, but the Sir Kisame grabbed him, saying, let's go then. This is where, well, Itachi just put, well, mostly Kisame let, Itachi put his hand over, his neck, but yeah. So Itachi is, being carried along by Kisame, but yeah. This is where, well, Itachi is shocked. Whoever he fought was stronger than normal. His person attacked him in the first place. He was actually going to meet up with Kisame at a spot near, well, the fireboard a little bit, but yeah. Because they were there to track down a missing ninja to kind of get his bounty. But this person attacked him out of nowhere by grabbing him from the face and throwing him into multiple trees. Of course, he managed to substitute, but that power right there was impressive. He appeared out of nowhere and almost took him out. Now, of course, this is where Itachi knows that that wasn't his bounty hunting because, well, first of all, both Kisame and Itachi found it later and who was the one they wanted to target that. But yeah, this is where the person, mostly the original person who attacked Itachi, is near the Leaf Village. Looking at the Leaf Village in all its beauty. Looking at it for the, well, first time after 6 long years. This person says, such beautiness, but yet all that beauty outside the village is seen by everyone, but yet inside that village is nothing but monsters, terrifying, evil, grotesque monsters that will legit hurt a child just out of pure rumors. Or nothing but idiots. Idiots, I say. This is where, well, this person walks near Konoha, but before walking towards the entrance, mostly the entrance to get into the Leaf Village and all that, it's mostly the south gate this man is going. But of course, where so many Ambus appear next to him. This is where he looks at all their masks and seems to root Ambus. This is where one person appears right in front of him. This is where this person was none other than Danzo Shimura. Who are you? And what is your name? Why do you give me the sensation of like the Nine Tails? This is where, well, this person smiles and grins at him. I see. So, go into this pathway. I knew that you would have been around here, underneath. And I knew that you would bring a bunch of real Ambus if I show a little bit of the Nine Tails. This is where, well, Danzo says, who are you? Who am I? You can call me Sosuke Aizen. This is where this person pulls out his blade once again. And this is where, well, Danzo says, I see, so you're here to fight. But how do you have the Nine Tails? You don't need to worry about that. All you gotta worry is for the fact that you're all under my control now. Bankai, Epullient, or whatever it's called. Kyoko Sugestu. This is where, well, he then sheathes his sword back. But this is where, well, he then looks at all of them. And this is where, well, Danzo says, what did you do? There's nothing. What is this? This is where, oh, you then notice one thing. All his root is stabbing upon Danzo. Danzo coughed up blood. He didn't even have time to use Shinsui's eye or even the arms, but that's where all his roots have swords into him. How? How, you said? Well, you looked into my sword, and I have purpose. Well, not purpose. Perfect hypnosis with my sword. Meaning that I already took control of all your root ambus after them looking into my sword. Stupid idiots. I can control all 5 senses, even the 6th sense being chakra sense. No matter what you do, you will never be able to destroy perfect hypnosis. So, goodbye. This is where it went. Don't say. No. You must be the ninth brat. This is where, well, Donzo is dead now. This is where, well, one of the roots actually cut Donzo's head and brings it towards, well, this person named Sosuke. The person nodded and just did a simple hand gesture for all of them to disappear from his view. But yeah, this is where he has Donzo's head now. He just goes into the bandage side, and takes out an eye. Then has Donzo's head sealed into a scroll, while the eye that he has is none other than Shinsui. Oh, silly little human. You couldn't even understand the true power I have. Well, plans are plans. They're all going to be set in motion once I become the true being of this world. But we go into him going into the mostly front of the gate. Two tuning guards kind of stop them and say, "Who are you and what do you need?" So where this person bows down as a gentleman and says, "Hello, I'm only a traveler here. I'm just traveling through Konoha. Just looking around the beauty. Maybe do some trading." This is where, well, the 2 guards didn't really believe this person and said, "What is your name?" My name? Oh, the name is, well, I go with multiple names, but you can call me Aizen, well, Sosuke Park. This is where, well, they nodded, and this is where, well, they said, okay, then ID. This is where this person manifests an ID from his back, and this is where it gives it towards the guards. The guards sees it looks legit, but yeah. This is where, well, they didn't know this, but they were already in their hypnosis and thinking that they see the truth. Mostly the truth that this person is named Sosuke Park. This is where the person walks past them so easily after him being let in, but yeah, he took back the ID, and the ID just vanished into his hand. It was nothing but an illusion that he managed to contrast, but yeah. Well, mostly construct, but yeah. This is where, well, we go into, well, the village. The village seems to be very peaceful from the fact that, well, 6 years ago, 12 years, the Nine Tails was defeated by Minato Namikaze, thrown into a demon, a musty child, and he was called the Nine Tails Demon Brat. Of course, there's multiple people talking about it. Mostly those that say that they were the heroes to defeat the Nine Tails after Minato Namikaze managed to destroy what's called the Nine Tails, mostly destroy his physical body and then put his soul into some brat. And there was the villagers just bragging about it. But yeah, it's where this person is walking through the Leaf Village, and of course, looking at all of these people and nothing but disgust. Disgust. Blech. You couldn't even kill me even if you try, he said in his head. You can all try as much as you want. Just burst out in your arrogancy. But you humans are nothing but just humans. Always humans. You humans disgust me so much. Let's see where, well, this person keeps walking. until he kind of went through an alleyway, and this is where he sees, well, a kind of like this, like multiple kind of, not even bandits, but look like to be some mafia people, just kind of asking out, well, mostly getting two beautiful females that seems to be only 12. And this is where this person just seems disgusted at the fact that he sees these grown-ass men asking out two beautiful, well, mostly females that look to be 12. Well, one looks to be 12, the other looks to be kind of a little bit older than her, but yeah. That's where, well, one has blondish hair and dullish blue eyes, but has a tint of red, this person noticed. That's where, well, the other one has purple hair and mostly, what's it called? Well, kind of. Mostly the older one had, well, blackish hair and darkish purplish eyes. This is where the other two, who, well, there was two of them. Mostly one that was kind of a little bit hurt because she had kind of a sword sticking, or mostly some kind of kunai sticking out to her arm. She looked like she was about to fight them back. This is where this girl had lightish purplish hair that had long and all that, and purplish eyes. This is where, well, she had like these, well, kind of gloves that have like these diamond spikes. Or, not diamond, they're metallic, but yeah. Of course, the blondish hair girl did have blonde hair, but of course, had it in two ponytails. The oldest one kind of had it in kind of short. This is where, well, the band is mostly the kind of looks to be Doug says, you know, you girls will be nothing else, but then just before the person gets to say his word, then just this is where, well, his head was immediately decapitated in an instant from a person behind him swinging his hand once, and of course this person's body, well, not even his head, mostly his entire torso was ripped in half, or mostly just sliced once from this person just swinging his hands once. This is where, well, the person says, you know, for being thugs, you people really do disgust me a lot. Going after young children, even though they're 12. You people really do disgust me a lot. This is where, well, the girls were confused, and this is where the Doug says, huh? Who are you? Whatever. Kill him! This is where, well, the person says, you people really do disgust me. This is where his hand glows with this yellow power. This is where, well, all of them rushes at this person. Die! This is where, well, this person says, be gone, you humans. This is where, well, something happens. A cross appears all, well, mostly through, like, 3 of the thugs. The last one was still trying to, like, grab one of the girls and all that. And, of course, just have fun and all that because, yeah, he's a pedo and all that. This is where, well, mostly, yeah. And, of course, where all 3 thugs had these chunks of part of their body just missing, but, of course, shaped as a cross. This is where this person had a cross in his hand, mostly this yellow cross. This is where the thugs fall down in an instant, bleeding. This is where their eyes went dullish. This is where the last one was confused, shocked, and horrified, saying, what are you exactly? Me? You can call me multiple things, but all you gotta know is pain, shouldn't it be? This is where, well, his eyes, his, well, bluish dark, like mostly it was a darkish bluish eye that he had, this person. And of course, it right now changes to being this reddish color, this crimson or red color. But of course, instead of having tomoes, it looked like it went into the internal. Of course, the person said 2 words, Manikyu Sharingan. No, not Manikyu Sharingan. He said Tsukiyomi. This is where, well, this person right now was under the Tsukiyomi. And of course, this is where the person seems to be very stiff. Of course, it's only been 3 seconds, but in his mindscape, it's been over 72 hours and he couldn't take it. He was right now barfing all the secrets that he had given it to this person. And the only thing that this Doug actually knows and who this person exactly is was this person was none other than the Nine-Tails brat that he remembered beating up one time. And of course, he widened his eyes in fear and terrifiement. This is where after being 3 seconds, his body ignited with black flames, burning in an instant and falling down. This is where, well, the person's eyes went back to a dark blue sea blue color. He breathes out, then just turned his back around, just ignoring the three females. He didn't care that much. This is where, well, the blondish hair was confused, but right now interested in the boy who just saved him. This is where the girl with kind of a wound was kind of still hurt. This is where she was about to pull out the kunai, which she does, and of course she starts bleeding a little bit more. This is where the other one says, "Idiot, don't do that. We need to get you to a doctor." But before getting to a doctor, the person appears right next to her, and this is where the person says, this is where, well, the same person that did kind of help them out from the thugs and all that, he said, "Keto." This is where his fingers kind of poke into this person's wound, and of course heal the kind of cut and kind of rip, well, not rip, mostly the cuts, mostly, not cuts, the stab wound. And of course, this is where a greenish color appears. This is where the person says, "Keto. Number 5, healing rapidly, skin repairment." This is where, well, she widened her eyes, and of course, this is where the person says, "There. I guess that's my repair done." This is where, well, before, well, this person was about to just disappear again, the girl who was with blondish hair tackled him in an instant, saying, "No, you don't." This is where, well, the person, mostly the black and brownish hair person, kind of widened his eyes, well, mostly one of his eyes, and realized he was about to be tackled down in an instant if he didn't move fast enough, which he did. And of course, grabbed her from the kind of collar of her kind of mostly shirt, and did kind of push her down to the ground a little bit. Well, not really smash her down to the ground, mostly just lift it up so she wouldn't smash her face into the ground in an instant like an idiot. This is where, well, this person says, "Are you an idiot or something? Tackling someone like that would be such a stupid moron. If an idiot move, then I would have had to heal you more." This is where, well, the girl says, "Heal me more." That's where she grabs the kunai from, well, the purplish hair girl, mostly the girl that was next to her, and says, "Then you're gonna have to heal me." This is where before she even stabs her, this is where the kunai was actually taken out of her hand in an instant. This is where, well, this person has the kunai in his hand, right now twirling it around. This is where, well, he then noticed a group of thugs right now appearing from the alleyway, mostly at the end, and sees them kind of going towards them. That's where he kind of still twirls the kunai around and throws it so fast towards the thugs that they didn't even notice what just happened. And their leader, mostly someone that was kind of like a leader to the thugs, mostly like a co-leader and all that, was saying, "So, you managed to take out my boat." His head was right now split in half. That's where the other two thugs that was next to him, that looked to be big and all that, widened their eyes when their kind of co-leader was destroyed in an instant. This co-leader was like 6'1", his like two big fellows were like at least 7 and all that, but damn, he was instantly taken out. That's where this person yawns and says, "Please, tell me, are you two really going to attack me without even using a single jutsu?" That's where, well, they look at this person, glaring at him. This person uses this Sharingan, glaring at them with this menacing look. This is where all of them wind their, well, mostly those two thugs wind their eyes, realizing this person's in Uchiha. Oh, hell nah. But still, they manage to connect their eyes into, well, this person. And this person says, "Amaterasu illusion." Or, not Amaterasu illusion, Kamui. Black flames apparent. This is where, well, Kamui actually appears right in front of Naruto, mostly spinning and all that, and then it spins right in front of what's it called, the two, mostly the two big dudes. Now I did call him, it's not his name, but don't worry about that. I feel like some people ignore that part, but don't worry about that. But of course, the two big dudes just burst into black flames in an instant. This is where, well, the person turned off his eyes, well, mostly one eye, and said, "Pathetic." This is where, well, mostly the blonde hair girl is right now just looking at how powerful this person is. This is where she then just grabs him from the legs and says, "I'm not letting go of you until you tell me who you are." This is where this person says, "Really? Then I'm gonna have to just walk in public and this might be embarrassing." This is where, well, the blonde hair says, "You're not gonna do that, right?" This is where she looks up, kind of embarrassed. This is where, well, mostly this person says, no, I'm not. To be looking stupid as hell and attracting way too much attention. This is where, well, the blonde girl sighs and says, thank God. This is where, well, this person says, how do I get out of this? He then looks at the older girl and says, hey, you. This is your friend, sister, or whatever the hell it is, right? Take her off of me. This is where the older one says, yeah, Junko, come on. This is where Junko's like, no, I don't want to go. This is where, well, the older one says, come on, Junko, don't be so, when the hell did you even care about being next to a guy? This is where Junko says, well, when they're actually strong and powerful and amazing and can easily kill people without even a glance of care in the world and all that. So amazing. This is where, well, she's right now drooling from her mouth, and this is where, well, this person looks at her and saying, what the fuck is wrong with you? Junko says, oh, just a couple things. But can I know your name? Please. This is where, well, Junko did let go of what to call this person's leg, and of course did went up and grabbing what to call this person kind of clothing, kind of pulling herself up towards, well, this person's face and being really close. This is where, well, this person says, you know you're really close to my face. This is where Junko says, of course I know that. And, I do need what's called marriage clan proposal. So, can you be it? This is where, well, this person says, no, I'm not even from a clan, so no. This is where Junko goes, but it doesn't matter if you're not from a clan or not. You seem to be really, really powerful. So how old are you exactly? This is where, well, this person says, 12, why? This is where the girl says, really? Then definitely, this is where, well, the older girl did grab Junko from the collar and just pull her away from the guy. And this is where, well, the older girl says, you're only 12? Seriously? I thought you were older than that. You look way older than that. You can say that. But I am only 12. It's been 6 years since I left this village. So, of course, I might look older and different. But, yeah. This is where the older one says, wait, 6 years? Huh. So that really means you are 12. How old were you when you were leaving this village? Because, wait. You only need to leave this village if you were, if you were 12 in the beginning, leaving this village. So that means you're not 12, you're at least 18. This is where this person nodded his head and said, I left this village when I was 6. This is where the girl widened her eyes saying, 6? Aren't you? That's a little too young. I'm actually shocked. This is where Junko says, really? You're only 6? How did you survive out there in the world? Didn't you have family and all that? This is where the person says, no. I don't need family. I don't need people. I just need myself. This is where, well, Junko says, she's right now drooling from her mouth, and this is where, well, the guy says, besides, why is she drooling from her mouth? This is where the old one says, well, I should introduce myself. The name is, well, this where this girl says, the name's Makaro. And our last name is, well, this is where Makaro says, me and Junko are, well, from the same family. And our name is Kyokaru, whatever. Of course, this is where, Kyokaru. This is where, well, this person nodded. And this is where, well, the girl who has purplish hair, and of course, is right now kind of looking at her wound. Well, used to be wound. This is where Makaro says, and her name is Kyoko. She's from a different clan entirely from us, but Junko just wanted to drag her along most of the time. Kyoko says, yeah, pretty much. Sure. This is where, well, this is where Makaro says, our clan is specialized in emotions somewhat. Of course, Kyoko is not fully from our clan, but really we're just mostly our emotions. Mostly I desire, and mostly emotions are like, well, we don't really specialize in just one emotion. Just one of the emotions that usually give us power most of the time. Here, Junko specializes in despair and other things. And of course, seeing humans suffer most of the time, but yeah. I mostly desire and mostly, hope. But yeah. Or not. Well, yeah, I hope. This is where, well, Junko says, yeah. But still, a guy like you, with me, we can definitely destroy multiple humans. Yeah. This is where, well, Kyoko says, and my abilities are different from them, but yeah, I don't even have any emotion ability like that. That's where, well, this person nodded slowly, but yeah, he heard of clans like similar to that in like different other clans, the Leaf Village, but yeah. This is where, well, Makoro says, but still, what's your name exactly? My name? I really haven't said my true name in 6 years. I guess you can call me Majin Park. Majin Park? Huh. I never heard of that name anywhere. Are you sure that's your name? You said 6 years, meaning that you could have lied and said that was your name. Nope, that is my name. Mr. Makoro says, then how you spell it? Mujin. First name Majin. Second name Park. Park. This will work. Well, she says, oh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, Majin. So you're not from any special clan. I thought you were really strong for not being a special clan. From being a special clan. But still, no. Wait. Makoro just realized one thing. Your eyes. They went red. And the only red eyes that are here in the Leaf Village is the Uchiha. Meaning, you're part of the Uchiha. So you're lying about your last name. Or you're lying entirely about your name exactly. And so where, well, this person says, I might not be. Who really knows and who really cares? Even if I said my true name, you would just abandon me or ignore me. Since that was mostly the case when I was younger. When I was only 6. 4 to 6 mostly. Maybe 1 to 3. Who cares? It's the word, well, Makoro says, can I please know your real name? No. This is where the person walks past her. This is where, well, Junko says, can I get a... This is where, well, before she even tries to hug, what's it called? The person flashed up, well, mostly in front of her. Mostly kind of, not in front of her, behind her, but yeah. This is where, well, she said, wait, can I get a hug at least? No, wait, I need someone to help me with the despair thing. This is where, well, this person turned around and says, sure, I'll help you with despair. The one thing that's conditioned for me is I don't really want any of this clan marriage bullshit. This is where, well, the person walks away, but this is where the person goes off to a different location. We go into the kind of Kaige booth. Or mostly not Kaige booth, mostly what they call the Kaige Tower. But of course, first to the Kaige heads. This is where the person looks at all, well, 4 heads. First is the first Kaige, second Kaige, third Kaige, and fourth Kaige. First Kaige was the woody user, a very powerful woody user that this person said in his head. Second Kaige was a racist Kaige, always hating the Uchiha for no fucking reason other than just being racist. Third Kaige is the worst, neglectful fucking bastard. And fourth Kaige is even worse than the third Kaige for sealing a demonic beast inside him. This is where, well, he says, such bastards. This is where, well, he goes off towards, well, the Kaige Tower. He walks past a lot of, well, people. Getting to the Kaige door, but mostly first manipulating the mostly secretary to getting him towards the Kaige room. That's where, well, mostly she opens it, and of course is where, well, she lets this person in. The person walks in. This is where Harusen says, hello there. May I help you? Yes, I would like to be helped, Saratobi Harusen. First, I want to do something. This is where he snapped his fingers. Mostly he snapped his fingers. And this is where, well, something happens. This is where, well, 3 Anbus appear. Mostly the 3 Anbus are right now knocked out on the ground. thanks to another one appearing, mostly the same person, and Harusen was confused. How did he know about those ambus? It's where, well, the person says, and then I should probably do this. This is where, well, this person says, Kira, number, well, mostly it was, what was those barrier spells? Fuck, I don't remember. But of course, he's a barrier. Distorted space ceiling barrier. That's where a barrier appears right, well, behind, mostly this cube appear, mostly that was in Harusen's kind of office. So, of course, it was inside, and of course, no one else can see it, but yeah. This is where, well, Harusen says, what is a minion of this? Who are you? Me? Well, Harusen Sarutobi, you can call me Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. This is where, well, Harusen widened his eyes and said, no, that can't be possible. Naruto died 6 years ago. No, you cannot be him. How is that possible, though? We're not. Naruto says, huh? So you expect me to die 6 years ago? You really are such a neglected bastard. He didn't really say that, but doesn't work. Well, Harusen says, no, you must be lying somehow. You're not Naruto. Naruto died. I might have died, but that was just my kid self. I died, well, mostly my kid self died 6 years ago. Now, look at me. I'm nothing but a man. A true shinobi. That's what, well, Harusen says, what do you know? How can I know that you're Naruto? Well, first of all, who would have known that Naruto was a Namikaze? Who would have known my father was Minato Namikaze? Who would have known Kushina Uzumaki's name? Who would have known that the Uzumakis were such a powerful clan of sealing mastery? How do you expect me to even know this barrier? This is where, well, Harusen winds his eyes. He looks at Naruto. He squints really hard, but he can see some of the face structure of Minato. A little bit. It's not fully there. He can see the whisker marks also there. Just kind of appearing, but then disappearing. This is where, well, this person says, it seems that I still don't have a mastery in illusions, because I would have got rid of this fucking whisker marks a while ago, but it looks like they're still here. This is where Harusen winds his eyes. Looks at Naruto. And this is where he starts crying, tearing up. This is where Naruto on his head. This bastard really crying up. Really tearing up after neglecting me for so many years. What is this bastard thinking? This is where, well, Harusen says, Naruto? You're alive. He goes up to Naruto and was about to like hug him. And this is where Naruto says, don't you dare hug me. I hate the fact. This is where Naruto starts speaking out the truth. This is where, well, Naruto says, I hate your neglecting. I hate you entirely. I hate this entire village. And I hate the council. If you don't get rid of the civilian side, I will wipe them out right now. This is where Harusen says, no, you can't do that. Then do it yourself. You're a damn Kage. And yet you're so damn old and forgettable. You can't even get rid of the civilian side. How are you supposed to be a Kage level ninja when you can't even do anything right? This is where he kind of understands Naruto. He hears the harsh reality of words that Naruto's given him. This is where he says, oh, okay, I understand, Naruto. You're angry and mad. But you can't just kill the civilian side. I'm sorry. This is where Naruto says, then get rid of them. This is a Kage village, not a damn civilian village. So either you get rid of them, or I'll get rid of them myself. This is where Harusen thinks about it and says, I understand. This is where, well, Harusen calls a meeting, and of course, where the civilians appear, the kind of three elders, somewhat, well, one of them is gone, and of course, where, well, the clan head meeting. Now, of course, there's some new clan heads and all that. There wasn't really there in original canon and all that. They're kind of a little bit like medium clans, but yeah. But of course, thanks to the Uchiha, mostly Uchiha clan race and all that, was kind of destroyed and all that by Itachi. Some of those medium clans managed to be able to get into the civilian meeting, but yeah. Well, not civilian meeting, the mostly council meeting, but yeah, council room. This is where Hiruzen arrives to the, what's it called, meeting. And this is where, well, one person behind him arrives also. This is where, well, Hiruzen says, the reason why I call this clan, well, mostly this kind of meeting, is to only one reason, and that's all. I am going for all of you civilians, all the civilians and even elders, I'm going to remove you from this council meeting at once. That means you have no longer power or anything over anything in matter of seconds. Or any matters. This is a, well, ninja village, not a civilian village. So get the fuck out of this meeting. And also, you are no longer councilman. You are only there to help me with your civilian little problems. But this is a goddamn ninja village. So get the fuck out. This is where, the civilians were about to outrage him first. And this is where, well, he then kind of had enough of them. So of course, he then looks at Naruto and says, Naruto, may you please get rid of them. Naruto says, I understand, Hiruzen and Sarutobi. This is where the siblings wind their eyes when they heard Naruto, and Naruto says, you people should have listened to the Hokage. Now be gone. This is where he pulls out his sword, swings it once, and all their heads were decapitated in an instant. Hiruzen winded his eyes with the power, but still, he tried not to look too shocked and surprised. This is where the elder said, you're that demon brat. Call me a demon brat again and you would have died in an instant. Actually, may I please get rid of them also? Hiruzen says, I'm sorry, Koharu, and, well, I forgot the other person's name, but yeah. I'm sorry, but you two are just elders and just advisors. I might need to get newer advisors. So, I will also allow Naruto to get rid of you. That's where they say, no, that can't be impossible. That demon brat, you're just going to let him do that? No! This is where Naruto's eyes change into the red crimson eye, Amaterasu. They turn into black flames and right now died in an instant. Hiruzen couldn't really hesitate and wind his eyes. Did he have the Sharingan? This is where all the clan heads were one eyes. This is where, well, Naruto went to sit next to Hiruzen, even though he's an Uchiha, kinda. This is where, well, Hiruzen is shocked to see the Uchiha eye. The famous Sharingan eye, exactly. This is where, well, Hiruzen says, Naruto? Yes. This is where Hiruzen says, never mind. So, this is all I wanted to call this meeting for. You clan heads can now leave. While me and Naruto, Uzumaki, Namikaze, Uchiha may talk alone. This is where the clan heads stand up and first say, wait, what? They all wind their eyes after hearing the, well, last names that Naruto has. Uzumaki, first some of them kind of recognize that name. And then Namikaze, all of them recognize that fucking name because that's this fucking fourth Hokage. And then that last name is, oh shit, he's an Uchiha in the first place. This is where, oh, Naruto says, what do you like to talk about? Hiruzen Sarutobi. Hiruzen says, come to my office. This is where Naruto nodded. He gets up, and this is where Hiruzen also gets up, and they leave. So the clan head says, huh? This is where all of them were just thrown into a fucking loop. Because first of all, the only Uchihas that are kind of left are known as Sasuke Uchiha, the clan leader of the, well, mostly clan. Mostly supposed to be the head leader, but really is Itachi since he's the eldest. Until Itachi dies and it's known, Sasuke would be the leader. And then there's his sister, who was named, Susuke Uchiha, who's basically his kind of little sister, but yeah. Then there's also some other Uchihas kind of known a little bit, but they're only halflings. Also, well, one of them is called, well, Umi Uchiha Lantaris, but yeah. And then there's some others, but yeah, they haven't really unlocked the Sharingan. Umi hasn't either, but yeah. This is where Hiruzen looks at Naruto and says, when they get back to the what's called Mosi office. Now, of course, mostly clan heads are wondering if they can call back a meeting because they first want to fucking know, huh? This is where Shikaku, before letting what's it called them leave and get to the office, before them going back to the office, Shikaku walked through the door and says, Hiruzen Sarutobi, can we talk a little bit first? This is where Hiruzen says, what is the matter, Shikaku? Shikaku says, sir, you said his last name was Uzumaki Uchiha Namikaze. Is that right? This is where Hiruzen nodded and said, yes. Why? Well, Namikaze, sir. Yes. What is the matter with it? Is he related to Minato Namikaze? Well, that depends. Do you want to know or do you not want to know? Shikaku says, well, I kind of want to know. Is that right? This is where, Naruto says, I thought the Narutos were way too lazy to even care life or anything about knowing clan matters. This is where, Shikaku says, well, that is true. I am lazy, but that just throws us off for a curveball. If you're really related to Minato Namikaze, are you really, Minato Namikaze's son? This is where Naruto shake his head and say, no, I am not related to Minato Namikaze. If I was, I should have been having blonde hair, red hair like Kushina Uzumaki. But no, I am not Minato Namikaze's child or offspring. That's where Hiruzen wanted to say he was, but it's kind of shocking that Naruto really wanted to just lie about that. Just because Naruto doesn't want to be related to Minato at all. This is where Shikaku says, are you some kind of cousin to him or what? Naruto says, no. I'm probably such a distant, far relative cousin from Minato Namikaze. I'm probably just a nephew to him. Probably far, far, far from even exactly who am I really. But yeah, this is where Shikaku nodded. Okay. Then how do you have the Uchiha, mostly the Sharingan? Why would you say it's a Sharingan? This is where, Shikaku says, because it was red. It could have been another dojutsu. How many dojutsu do you know about around this world? Around this world, maybe the Sharingan has a counterpart, and maybe the same similar red eyes. Maybe they're not called a Sharingan. This is where Shikaku says, but, then what is the name? This is where, Naruto says, none of your business. This is where, Naruto still walks towards the office. Hiruzen says, I will be back towards the meeting after I talk to Naruto. Other than that, you may go back inside. This is where Shikaku says, yes. This is where, Hiruzen does talk to Naruto when they get back to the office. This is where, Hiruzen asks why Naruto lied about him being anything related to Minato. Naruto says that it'd be pointless in asking because, first of all, multiple of them wants to clan marriage me, and I don't feel like doing any of that shit. Second of all, it's stupid enough showing my eye once. Well, not my eye. I should have not shown my eye. I should have just wiped them out with my sword. Still, it's a bother. Now, of course, everyone did see the sword that Naruto pulls out. So, of course, where Naruto in his head realized, he already used the sword. And, of course, he doesn't really need to say the name multiple times for people to be already under his illusion. You just gotta look at it once and done. Yeah. But, of course, it's really cool when he says the name, though. No, I'm just kidding. But, of course, this is where, Naruto says, still, does it really matter? This is where Hiruzen says, I guess you're right. Naruto. Do you really, really not want to be related to Minato? Nope, I don't. I don't. Also, if you heard that falling, that was just mostly my sandal, but let me go back to whatever. But yeah, no. That's where, well, Horusen says, can I please at least tell the count, mostly the clan heads? If they try to force me into clan marriage, I will not hesitate in doing an Itachi and, well, killing off all their members. This is where Harusen nodded and says, that's kind of fair. Okay, then you may go then. Good. I'll be also taking my clan compound, mostly the Uzumaki clan compound. Wait, why not the Namikaze? Because I'd rather take my mother's house than live in a freaking compound like that. Or, well, I won't take none of my, well, families, either Uzumaki or Namikaze compound. I know it's a merged clan together, but I'm gonna go buy my own house. It's where, well, Naruto disappears in an instant in a, what's it called, not body flicker, but it was called, flash step. But yeah. Naruto winding his eyes with speed, but yeah. This is where he gets back to the council meeting, and of course, this is where he does tell, well, everyone that Naruto is related to Minato Namikaze. The one problem is here is he does not want to go in any clan marriages. If he does, then there's a good chance he's going to wipe out the clan that is trying to force him into the clan marriage, because if that happens, he's going to wipe them out like Itachi did to the Uchihas. This is where everyone in their eyes and realized that they were thinking of doing that, but now they just realized that that was thrown out the window. And this is where, well, one of the clans that was, well, Hiyashi, who was, well, what's it called, from the Hyugas, said, can't you really just order him to just go into clan merges? He is the last Namikaze, and I guess Uzumaki, and maybe Uchiha. But can't you force him to go into the CRA? Oh, with that, he told me to shove it up my, you know where. Pretty much he doesn't want to. He doesn't care. He can really just tell you to fuck off. Tatsumi says, interesting. The boy is very interesting indeed. I wonder. This is where Harusen says, you cannot get your daughter to go out with him. He probably won't even care that much. This is where Tatsumi growls, damn it. This is where, well, Inuichi says, you can try to add images about, well, Ino into his head, but I don't think he would care that much. That's where someone with kind of like this darkish blondish hair, and of course was pretty dark and all that, looks dirty and all that, but of course he also has these, well, reddish, kind of like reddish mixed purple eyes, and he says, so, interesting. The emotions I was feeling from him were interesting. There were none at all. He was like an emotions machine somewhat. There was no love in it. No hatred. No happiness, no sadness. Interesting. Can I not sense his emotions that well or not? Yeah, so well, they're confused in what he's talking about. But he's mostly from the clan of, well, this is where his clan name was Kirai Okyu. This is where, well, he says, interesting. Whatever. This is where he looks straight ahead, and of course, where, well, some of the other clans are bickering around about how they're gonna get Naruto in their clan, because, well, they see that Naruto's pretty damn smart, and avoiding the CRA one way or another, either by threatening it, or by, well, just getting away from it, but yeah. That's where, well, we go into a time skip later on. It's mostly been a week, and of course, where Naruto has been living in a house, pretty big and all that. He bought it himself and all that. Of course, well, he did actually install, well, sealment and barriers around, well, his house, so nothing will happen that much, but yeah. This where, well, Harusen managed to find him and then ask Naruto if he wants to go to the academy. Naruto looks up and says, yes, anything but the main clan Uchiha. I do not want to be in the same classroom with the Uchiha. This is where, well, Harusen nodded. Harusen never thought that Naruto knew about, well, Sasuke. But I guess Sasuke's name can travel so far thanks to his arrogancy. But yeah. Of course, with that happening, it's where, well, Horusen says, okay, well, Naruto, how should I say, you should probably go to the academy. So the academy, mostly the next day will start next day. Can you please go to the academy? Fine. Naruto gets up, and of course, is where, well, Naruto says, well, then I will have to go to sleep early, shouldn't I? Horusen says, yes. Now, Horusen doesn't question the eye patch that Naruto has, because, well, first of all, he doesn't know what that is exactly. Naruto really hasn't taken it off, he just has it, but yeah. He's thinking that Naruto might have lost an eye since he wasn't in the village for a while. But of course, Naruto seems to be really skilled in a lot of things. So either he's thinking, who really trained Naruto, or did Naruto just learn it by himself? He heard some cases that some people are usually born, when people are born in either warfare or just without a family, they might be easier to just grow by themselves. It might be a struggle, but they might just grow so. That's the way, well, Horusen says, well, at least that happened. That's the way, well, we go into the next day, but the next day, Naruto's dreaming. Naruto remembers the day of him and being in the ice. Fuck you, God. That's what he remembers, and he what they call snow. Yeah. This is where Naruto goes into the mindscape. We are basically into a kind of dream memory that Naruto's remembering. Naruto remembers the 3 people that he met, the 3 manipulators themselves. Madara, Uchiha, the ghost of the Uchihas. Sosuke Aizen, the perfect being from his world, the manipulator of the perfect being. And Majin Park, the god of his world, mostly called the false god, and the false prophecy and all that. So well, Naruto met them, and of course, he then realized that he's basically all 3 of them, giving out the IQ, the power, all the power he had to train for 6 years. 6 whole years. He also learned how to restrain his powers. Thanks to a kind of black kind of bracelets around his body entirely, it's supposed to restrain all of it. Restrain all his power. Meaning his Ryotsu, his chakra, and even, well, his borrow power. He needs to restrain all that. With that happening, Naruto, he then just wakes up the next day after kind of training and all that. Well, after the memory dream of training and all that. And of course, Naruto obliterated a mountain accident when he wasn't able to control it, all of it. But of course, where Naruto wakes up right now, sweating and saying, damn. So today's the academy. Naruto, he gets to Horusen's office, and of course Horusen tells him that this will be the number of him going to the academy. Naruto, he gets to the academy. This is where it's actually the first day, and the first time he ever went to the academy. When he was 6, he didn't go at all. This is where, well, Naruto, he walks in through it, and of course when he's walking through, there are some people like in the hallways kind of looking at him, and they had hearts in their eyes. Because basically Naruto's hairstyle looks just like Majin Park with his black hair and all that, but it has that brownish kind of color of, well, Aizen's hair and all that, and it does kind of have that little like brownish kind of, well, hairline that's right now falling down on his face, but yeah. And of course, well, he doesn't really have Madara's hairstyle, but yeah, but he does have that kind of look of Madara. It's just emotionless half the damn time. This is where, well, Naruto, he gets to the room, and of course he opens it, and this is where, well, he walks towards, well, the teacher. The teacher was this man with blackish hair, and these yellowish eyes. Now, of course, he was, well, he was actually there in the clan meeting, and his name was Karasu Yami. Mr. Karasu says, ah, you must be Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki. Namikaze Uchiha. You can take your seat. This is where, well, before he says, you can take your seat. Tell me, do you have anything to say to the classroom? This is where Naruto says, not at all. This is where, well, Karasu says, then take your seat. This is where Naruto takes a seat, mostly far away from the other students, but yeah. Now, of course, this is where so many girls are trying to just glance at him, because holy shit, he is amazing and looking and all that. And this is where one girl just keeps staring at him and drilling. This is where Naruto sweats. It sweats so much because, well, first of all, she's drilling again, and the fact that she is just gonna keep looking at him. This is none other than Junko. This is where, well, he sighs, but yeah, the purplish hair girl also did notice him, and of course, her name was Kyoko, and of course, this is where she widened her eyes when realizing that that whole Majin Park name was kind of bullshit, and the fact that he lied about that. Of course, this is where his name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Uchiha. So of course, he does have the Uchiha name. The problem is Namikaze. Everyone realized one thing, even the guys realized it so fast. Well, after he sat down. Wait, Namikaze? This is where they all scream at Karasu, and this is where Karasu says, yeah. This is where, well, all of them are just shocked, confused, amazed, and just dumbfounded entirely. Because the name Namikaze is just, what the fuck, blown out of their mind. But yeah, this is where, well, the blondish hair kind of realized, and this is where she ran up towards, well, what's it called, Naruto's desk, smashes her hands and says, so please, are you finally gonna accept it? You are from a clan. You can accept it. This is where, well, she's really close towards Naruto's face. That's where Naruto, he kind of pokes her in the head and says, no, I'm not gonna accept it. You should probably go sit down or something. This is where Junko says, yeah, you're gonna accept it, one way or another. This is where, well, Naruto says, what are you gonna be, a yandere? This is where, well, Junko says, maybe. This is where, well, Naruto says, you doing that is kind of cute. This is where, well, Junko's face becomes red and says, you really? This is where, well, her face is red, but yeah. This is where Naruto says, sure. Well, you should probably sit down. This is where, oh, Naruto kind of just told her to, well, mostly a gesture to just go sit down, but yeah. Or like sit somewhere. But this is where she instead just took the chair next to him and says, so, when are we gonna do it? This is where Naruto says, what the fuck? We're still children. This is where Junko says, it's never too late. When do you want to do it then? When we're 18. This is where, well, she says, that's too far. 6 years? I can't wait that long. Naruto says, if you waited 6 years, you're fine. Nah, I don't really care that much about marriages, but yeah. Just something for you to change your mind, but yeah. This is where, oh, she says, you're so mean. This is where so many guys are just glaring at Naruto, saying, damn, he's a lucky bastard. Especially since he has a Namikaze's name. This is where multiple girls saying, damn, he looks so good. This is where, well, Naruto says, they're so annoying. This is where Naruto stands up, and this is where his eyes went yellow, like a very brightish yellow, and says, Ryatsu. This is where Ryatsu smashes upon everyone, and this is where he says, look to the board and leave me alone. This is where everyone felt the Ryatsu, even Karasu saying, damn this pressure power. He's truly not someone to just be fucked with. This is where, well, he then just kind of sits down, and of course his arm was right now tightened back up with the braces, but yeah. They're mostly the kind of like braces that, what's it called? Not braces, whatever the hell they are, kind of rope braces. Whatever that Aizen kind of wears, you know, in the Thousand Wars, so yeah. Basically, that's the power that's mostly still, well, Naruto's kind of energy, mostly his Ryatsu. And Ryatsu is basically, what's it called, spiritual energy, so yeah. That, he only, what's it called, opened his arm a little bit, and of course, releasing so much spiritual energy. If he releases it all, he would have crushed everyone down into nothing but just atoms. That's how powerful his Ryatsu is, and he just keeps building it, building up. That's why he suppressed it a lot. He's like Kenpachi a little bit, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto, he also has lots of chakra. It pissing him off, but yeah, he has lots of chakra. He also has lots of other things, but yeah. He's basically broken as fuck. But of course, he needs to figure out a way to actually control all that power. But at the same time, manipulate those that might be a problem in the near future and get rid of them somewhat. Like, well, Itachi. He already has Itachi and his illusion. He already has the councilmen. Mostly all the, what's it called, clan heads, and even, well, Horuzen under his illusion. He basically has them all in hypnosis, but yeah. But, of course, well, the teacher named Karasu says, well, everyone outside, we're going to do a kind of, well, what's it called, testing about your physical strength and other things. But for right now, I'm willing to leave it off here. For part 1 of What If Naruto was the reincarnation of 3 manipulators. Damn, 1 hour and 24 minutes. It's going to be a pain tomorrow to actually rewatch it, but yeah. I should have not done this long, but I did. So, of course, not the point. Let me first say, well, yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, potato. And yeah, I am going to try to finish the other what ifs, so I might pause on this what if and try to finish some of the other what ifs and then come back. But yeah, other than that, bye bye, potato, potato, and good night.